ECS is not working, but when I
Okay.
tried with the Terraform,
Mm-hmm.
it worked. But
Okay, so it works with Terraform, but then
y-
when you try it on the management console, it doesn't work.
yeah, it was not working. I don't really know what the problem is.
Okay. Um, do you have your environment up?
Y- y- Oh, like
Like the one you deployed that didn't work, do you have it up?
okay, no, I delete everything. I just need to go to the ECS and rebuild it again. I have the file, okay, this is my Docker file.
Mhm.
Um,
But you don't have to rebuild this again if you've already pushed your image.
yeah, yeah, okay.
So is everything, do you have everything else up? You just don't have your, I mean, is your infrastructure like your VPC and all that stuff,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
things are up?
But everything is up. But I usually don't delete my VPC except the NAT gateway and then the Elastic IP
Okay.
to not get charged. Yeah.
Okay. So do you mind just rebuilding everything back up to where you were having that error, then we'll look at it from there.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's other people that I want to
Okay.
help.
Okay.
So while you're doing that, I'll just help them real quick. Because
Okay.
I know it's late. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Sounds good.
Radmir,
Uh,
you can share your screen. Yeah, so Kilby,
yeah.
you can stop sharing then.
Okay. Let's see. Is this here? Stop share. Okay.
Radmir, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. You can share your screen and let me see what error you have. Okay. Uh, okay, I can see your screen. Go back to that. Please show me the error you are having, so we can go from there.
There. Can you see it?
I can only see your Zoom screen, so I think you're just sharing just one screen. I'm only seeing um where it says Zoom. This side is trying to open Zoom meeting. So it's just the Zoom page I'm saying. Okay, stop. Okay, yeah, stop sharing and share again. And click share desktop, so you should be able to see everything.
Um, just broke it up into like
Yeah, so I think it should be the first one. It will say either pay screen one or desktop or something like that.
is it?
Okay. Yeah. So now I'm seeing your YouTube page. So try clicking on something else. Bring back
Yeah.
up like your terminal or something. Let me see if I can see that.
So you don't see something coming on right now?
No, I'm only seeing your, okay, I can see. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So here, you are trying to run, excuse me. So you are trying to run young. Let's check your VPC first. So there might be an issue with your VPC and
So I think I
yes.
used the I didn't build a VPC for it. I just kind of used the one that was already on there.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, so there might be an issue with that one too. So let's look at that one. Then we would oh, I see what you're doing. You're doing like the first one. So yeah, so there's probably an issue with your default VPC where sometimes when you are cleaning up stuff, you may have accidentally delete maybe your route table and just something in it. So it's very easy fix. So Let's go to your AWS console and I'll show you. So I can still, okay. All right. All right. Let's terminate that EC2 instance first, the one you have up now. Okay. Refresh. Right. I don't know. It always takes like a couple of seconds now to shut it down. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm surprised you're up.
Yeah, I am too. 'Cause I gotta be in there like at 5, so I gotta be up by 4 at least.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so what
It's
we are
fun.
trying to do is like an easy fix. So
It's fun
we
because I actually need this. If you're doing this like late, I don't know how many days you're doing this. So I would love to get on because I always work on stuff, then I get stuck, and I'm trying to
mm-hmm.
figure stuff out. And I actually got a couple of different ones that I've been doing.
Yeah.
Um, the last one I was doing was the Dockers, and I kind of had like a problem with that one too.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm always worried that everyone is going to bed at 10, but it's the best time for me since I work during the day and
Hmm.
like typically from like 5 to 9 when I get up, I'll take a nap, then I wake up at like after 9.
Hmm.
So 10 works for me.
Okay.
If it works for most people, I'll do it at this time. And it's something I'm trying to do as much as possible. I need to have like a regular set schedule for the week because people have been asking me. Now I'm just kind of like jumping online anytime, but
Okay.
I want to have a set schedule for the week. So I'm still thinking about it. Probably Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but we'll see. Okay, so now go to your VPC and delete your VPC.
UPC that I used was the one that was already the one that
Yes,
came with.
yes,
Yeah.
we can delete it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm suspecting there's an issue with that VPC. So we'll just delete it and recreate it. It's very easy to recreate.
Yeah,
Okay, that one. And actions and delete. Yep. Scroll down. Acknowledge. Yeah. Check that box to acknowledge it. Then type delete default VPC in the. It's not letting you. Oh,
Yeah.
type. Oh, okay. Type it first. Then you'll be able to check it after that. Try deleting it. That's it. Okay. I guess you didn't need to check it. Okay. So refresh your page again. Do it from your web browser up there. And now select actions again and click create default VPC and click create default VPC. So anytime there's an issue with that VPC, this is how you can recreate it. So it's done. So now launch your EC2 instance in that VPC. And we'll try to. Yeah, use the 2023 one. That's fine. Yeah, T2 is fine. Yeah, so that one you can leave those as default. You have to create a new security group. Remember, we deleted that VPC, so that means all your security groups are gone as well. So you can give it a name over there. So under that security group name, just enter like a name. You can say HTML security group or demo security group, one of those. Okay. So first you have your SSH. The one over there is your SSH. So from that one, just select the source type. You can select that drop down and just change it to my IP. Then you can add another row on for HTTP. And that will be under that source type. You can select that drop down and select anywhere. So you see the source type, the same thing you did for the previous one, right next to that source. Yeah, you can select 0 from in there, but I was just clicking from here. So that source type, select that drop down. And you can select anywhere. So I'll put it on. And that's the one, that's the two you need. Do you need to download your file from anywhere? Is your file in S3 or GitHub?
I think I got it. I got it in GitHub.
Okay, all right. Yeah, okay, just launch. Okay. I think that's the previous one you had on, or did you just, oh, you just SSH into it. Yeah, I think it was it. Okay, cool. So you can run your command. Let's see. So one thing I noticed about the Linux 2023 is you can run all your commands like that at the same time. It always I think there's a way you have to set it up. Maybe I think you have to put and at the end of it. So the first one didn't run. So start with the sudo issue. Okay. Then, well, okay, that one did one. Then the yum update minus. Okay. That's fine. There's nothing to install. Then you install HTTP. There you go. So the issue was with your VPC. Most likely, I say this all the time. Most likely, you most likely deleted something in your route table or something in it. Okay, so you should be good now.
Um,
Okay, I don't think is your GitHub. Can I see the command you are running? Can you bring it on the screen? Um, and also is your GitHub repository is it public? Okay, so that's not the one you were. So what's the command you ran? Let me see. Um, so you say your repository is a private repository. So when you are using wget, you can only use wget to download something from something that is public. So if you want to use wget, your repository has to be public. Um, so just go back to no, go stay in that repository, it's fine.
I think I just I redid it because I wasn't working at one point, wasn't working maybe because of the VPC, so I did it private or something. Maybe that's something
Okay,
else.
it's fine. So just select settings over there.
Oh, here.
And scroll all the way down, all the way down. Under change repository visibility, the first one, click change visibility and change to public. And I want to make this repository public and click that. And yeah, click it again. You have to sign in.
Just run it again.
Okay. So now, no, for on the code here, just press Control C on your keyboard. All right. I'll go back to your GitHub again. And on that code, where it has the code, select that drop down. Then I always just right click on that download zip, right click on that download zip, and select copy link, yeah. Then that is what, replace what is after your wget command in your script with that one. So you can type, no, this is not it. This one. Or is it, did it close? I think you have two of them. Okay. So you have to type wget and paste that link there. Yeah, okay. Press enter. There you go. So,
It's so simple, standard.
hmm?
I said it'd be stuff that's so simple that I just
Yeah, so that's part of it. Like once you, a lot of these things I remember because I've had the same issue in the past. So once you have it one time and you solve it, then you pretty much know it from there on. So it's always good to run into issues like this because really because that's how you learn.
so it's
So
the
your wget line 14, right? Your command is right actually. No, paste the one you just copied, but it looks right. Uh, so maybe that's the issue you are having on that one too. You're probably trying to,
this one. It's basically this is what I'm. It's just like just timing out. Enough. So I'm not sure what I did wrong here.
okay. Is
So do
Docker running on your, are you running it now? Is
just
Docker running on your computer?
I'm pretty. I think so.
So type Docker. So click on the arrow in the lower right-hand corner, that carrot arrow where you have all your Wi-Fi stuff.
Where right here? Yep.
That one, yeah. Uh, see Docker here. See Docker is there. Click on that one. Uh, should show that it's running. So click on, yeah, maximize it. Let me see. Okay, it's running. All right, because you can see if it's green in that lower left-hand corner, it's running. All right. So go back down. Go back to your the Visual Studio Code you were showing me. Close the terminal and let's see. Close that and close that one too. Um, uh, this close this Docker file and close your, so select close folder. So go back to file, close folder. I don't think you are in the folder because I can't even see
Yeah.
where it says close folder. So just close this, close that.
Yeah.
Close that one and close this entire thing. So file, you are not in a folder. That might be the issue. So just close Visual Studio Code here. All right. Then open Visual Studio Code again. Okay, it's updating. Give it some time. Close that. So there should be a way to select file again. Let me see. No file.
Yeah. Reasons.
Okay. Just a second. Close. Click on close editor. Let me see what that does. All right. Close the Visual Studio Code again. Or if not, I'm just gonna open it. It's just how you're select the you're already on the Explorer, so it's just weird. Okay, close Visual Studio Code. Or even if it right click on there, right click on Visual Studio Code and open new window. Click new window. All right. Then select file and open the folder where your Visual Studio Code project is. I mean your Docker project is.
I did it twice already, so I did it when I did the whole thing over again. So, you know,
All right. So select this so whichever one you want to open, select that in there. Don't open it, double click in there to go into that folder. Then select. So when you are opening your project, you always want to open the project folder where all your project is in. You understand? Like you have like two folders, right? So
mhm,
don't in your first Visual Studio Code thing that I saw, you opened it from the first um project thing. Where you had the Docker project, you open that folder. You always want to make sure you open this particular project. So I mean, it doesn't hurt, but when you open it from that first project, you will have like um you have like two directories in each other. But if you want to prevent from having two directories, you can just open this one. So that way
mhm.
all your files will be in the same directory that your terminal is going to open to. I'll show you. So select it, just click this one and click open. Don't right click on, just select it and
So,
click, click out of there. Select it and click select folder down there. So now your folder, your project is opening there, which is what you want. So that open editor, I always like that. I'm not sure. Some people always have that. Right click on the side of the open editor, yeah, and click that check mark next to open editor to close it. Oh, that was annoying. Okay, cool. So yeah. So this is how you see up there you have your Jupyter website right up above your Docker file. That is the folder you opened. And in that folder, the Docker file is what you are seeing. Right. So now you should be able to right click. Anytime you are opening your terminal, it's always good to right click on the file in your folder and use that to open it. So that way it would open your terminal directly into, it would open your terminal into your project folder. You understand? You
yeah.
are in the Docker website, I mean Jupyter website folder. You
Mhm.
want to make sure that you open your terminal into that folder.
Okay.
So the best way to do it is anything that is in that folder, those are the things you will see at the bottom of that folder. Right now, you only have one thing in there. That is the Docker file. So I'm saying right click on the Docker file and select open in integrated terminal. And you will notice your terminal is open to that Jupyter website.
Mhm.
So now you can run your command from here. Maybe it's taking time to run your Docker thing. It might probably be because you have to probably restart your computer or something. Because normally it shouldn't take this long to run it. It looks like your computer may be running slow.
Oh, so I think I need to somehow delete a bunch of stuff on here because I
Yes,
got
those
some.
don't install all this. When you guys are working on your computer, you don't have to install the virtual servers on your computer. That is why you have the AWS console. You can just go into the AWS console. If you need a Linux instance, you can launch an Amazon Linux too. If you need Ubuntu, you can launch it there. And the good thing about it is once you are done, you can terminate them. Those will, and another reason why I like launching, getting in the practice of launching them in the console is because when you launch an EC2 instance in the console, you are not just learning how to launch an EC2 instance in the console, you're also learning how to launch it in your VPC, making sure you're setting up your security group. So you are learning more by always using the EC2 instance in the management console as opposed to just installing one on your computer. So, and also the downside to it is when you install them, they take so much um,
Memory.
compute power and memory on your computer that it just makes everything else run slow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say try terminating that Ubuntu, right click on it and see if you can close it. I'm not sure if it's.
This one right here.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's open. Yeah, so the issue you're having is your computer is just running slow at this moment. But when you run it again, it should work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just restart the computer and see if it
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
restart it and hop back
Oh yeah.
on.
So when you run it, if you run into any error, just send me the screenshot.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Bye.
Can I share my screen now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Um, Olu, this is welcome here. This is it's not really a new lecture or a continuous lecture. So for those that are mentoring, when they are working on their projects, sometimes they have things they need help troubleshooting. So most times when I go live, I just share the troubleshooting session that we are doing. So sometimes it's just um sometimes on the live, I may share a new demo, but what we are working on tonight, I'm just looking at their error and helping them resolve it. Okay. So, right. So go into your service, Kelby.
Okay. Yeah, click on. Oh, what did I click?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You clicked on the right thing. Then
Uh,
scroll up, select deployment. Remember, anytime you launch your ECS service, if it is failing, you always want to come under deployment.
yep. Okay.
Then here you want to go to your events.
Okay.
No, so it's
Oh,
this is under deployments to events. The tab will take you to the same place. So scroll down here.
okay.
And remember, you want to select your task that is failing. It will be the one in the, it would have an hyperlink on it, is that long number.
This one. Okay.
Then here you can see it is exiting
Yeah.
essential container tags. So click on logs, let's see. All right, you can see you have a bunch of errors in it. So the issue might just be with your Docker file.
It might be with the Docker file.
Yeah, because I haven't seen this before.
Okay.
Yeah. So can I see the Docker file? Oh, scroll down. Scroll down.
Oh,
See something. Scroll all the way down. Yeah, the issue might be with your Docker file. This is the first time I'm seeing this one. Let me see your Docker file.
uh, okay. This one.
And it's the next one you are trying to deploy?
The,
Is it the next application you are trying to deploy?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me just send you my Docker file and we can compare. Or you can send me.
Okay. Let me see. My, how do I do that? Just copy this.
Let me send you mine
Okay.
and we can copy it on your screen. Well, you said you did it with ACS with Terraform and it worked. Are you using the same Docker
Yeah.
image in your Terraform project, or you are using a different Docker image?
Okay. When I run it in this with the Terraform, it's like 2 or 3 months ago though.
Okay. And it worked then.
Yes, it worked, yeah.
So you still have the Terraform project that you can run now?
Uh
No, it's fine.
it should be.
It's fine. So let me see.
Okay.
Send the Docker file to you on Slack. Okay, I sent the Docker file to you on Slack. I think I sent it personally to you. It's under my message.
Okay.
Just download it. Download the file.
Download it for. Should be in my download directory. Open with what?
You probably rename your Docker file and rename your Docker file to like 1 or something. Docker file 1. And put the Docker file I gave you in this repository, in this directory.
Okay, so that means I better need to create another Docker file, right?
No, so open your downloads folder. Just minimize it a little bit so you can see your Visual Studio Code and just drag it in that directory. You want to make sure you drag it in your nest, because right now you put it in your
Yeah.
Docker thing. So yeah. All right. So let's scroll up. So you want to make sure that the only other thing here is scroll down. change the on line 39, change the 2022 to 2023.
Yeah, I think I had that. Yeah.
All right. Then everything else, the only thing is let's verify that your environment variables are the same as mine.
Okay.
So yeah, just put them side by side. Put
Okay, let
the
me
Docker
close.
file.
I have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, move it. Yeah, right there. And close Explore. Cool. So scroll to where we have the environment variable on your Docker file. Okay, there. Yeah, that's fine. Scroll up. You can do line 60. So scroll up in the Docker file. That's the first. You
The
look.
first one.
Yeah, review the first one, the build arguments. So, all right. So in mine, I'm using it as mine is set as DB. So RDS DB username. See
Okay.
line. So scroll up in the Docker file. Don't look at the ones line 74 to 81. Look at, no, scroll up. You're scrolling down. Look at, yeah, I'm saying look at this one, line 64 to 71, because it'll be easier for you to see. So personal access token is the same. GitHub username is the same. Repository name.
Okay, I see. Endpoint, RDS name.
RDSDB name. So in my Docker file, my environment variable is RDSDB username. Line 70, and on your line 7 is different. So you have to use that. Okay. And RDSDB password. So that's it.
RDSDB password. Okay.
Okay, save it.
Okay.
All right. And oh, you can build your image now.
Oh no. I think it's that backslash.
The name of your script and press the tab key.
It's not coming.
It's not going. Oh, okay.
I'm not in the right. Let me see. LS.
So close your terminal and just right click on, close this terminal, right click on any file in your directory to open your terminal that way. So close this terminal.
Oh, close this terminal. Okay.
Close, yeah.
Okay.
What is wrong with, why is, okay, there you go.
It's very slow, right?
I was about to say, why isn't you guys Docker image built into that? So you can see that it's building it from scratch.
Yes. Okay.
So most likely then there is a difference between my Docker image and your Docker image. So while that is building, you can compare the two. So you can, when you have time, right? So you can check what is different between my Docker file and your Docker file, right?
Okay.
But let me show you how to compare it. So just don't close your terminal, just drag it down the way you did before. Right, yeah, right, that right there is fine. You don't have to close it all the way. Do you know how to open it back? Okay, yeah, right there is fine. So select your Docker file, close this app service provider one. Then select your Docker file, right click on it. Select, click, where is it at? Select your Docker file again and right click on it. I'm not.
Okay, right click on the actual Docker file. Okay.
Yeah, and click select for compare.
for compare. Let me
The
see.
next one, select, scroll down, go down, go down.
Okay.
Select for compare.
Compare.
Then select my Docker file. Right click on it and select compare with selected. Click compare with selected. So I don't like how, okay, there you go. It's much better. So it is showing you what is different between my Docker file and your Docker file. So on the, I believe on the left side, that's your Docker file. On the right side, that's mine.
Yes. Okay.
So,
What's
so anything in red is what's different.
different? Okay.
So the issue may have come from anywhere, right?
Okay. Yeah. I'll
Yeah. So you
go
can
through
just,
it.
so yeah, I can see under settings, our settings is different, right? But it
Yeah.
could just be the order of your Docker file too. So it's not going to be, I mean, if your Docker files are arranged in the order that mine is, then you'll be able to see it. But for the most part, I think it is. Yeah, so the commands may be different. So I can even
Okay.
see on your Docker file here, you have that commented out.
What line is that?
Line 28.
28 here. Yeah, from okay, let me see. Yeah, I have this commented out. Why?
So that
Um,
could also be the issue. So you have it commented out when you run your
okay,
so it could be the issue. Yeah, so at your time, just like compare the two. And
okay,
you, yeah.
okay, sounds good. Let me fix this now. Okay, now it's done.
All right. So you need to retag.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Okay. Uh,
Okay, image
I
edit.
think I have many images, so let me see what.
Close your Explorer so you can see. Okay.
Okay, so it should be this one. Okay, it's also called nest.
No, it's the next one. That's the one you just built, the first one.
Okay,
So that's the one you need to retag.
the command is docker tag, right?
I I let me check. But you have to, do you have the commands? I always just have my commands and I just run it from there. So
Okay,
let
let
me see.
me see. Yes.
Oh no, that's the wrong one. Okay, build and push image. You know what? I'll give you a script that you can add to your repository. Then so you can just run that script every time you are trying to build your image and push it. So you don't have to keep typing it. So I always do everything with script. So that way just to anything that seems that is repetitive, I always just
Okay.
complete it with a script. So I just send it to you on Slack. So download it just like you did the Docker file, drag it into your project directory. All right. So maximize. So you understand what's going on, right?
Yes.
So these are the commands we will typically run to to retag our image and push it to log into our ECR and push the Docker image, right? So you just need to, I mean, I can probably make it better. Not probably, I will, because I've just been using this personally, but I'm going to make it available to everyone. So that way you guys can use it.
Yeah.
So the first command, I commented that one out, but I can certainly update the script. So the first one, I commented it out is because if your ECR repository is already there, right, that one will fail because, but I can make it like a conditional thing, like if ECR exists, just skip that command. But do you have your ECR repository? I'm pretty much sure you have it. So we don't have to
Yes.
run.
Let me double check. ECR.
So you should have a repository called Nest.
I rename it like
Okay, so you don't have it, that's fine. So if you
yeah.
don't have it, we can just
Yeah.
use the one. So uncomment the one in the in the in the script, because that one is going to create your ECR repository. So are you using US East one?
Yes, I'm using
Okay.
US East one, so the
All right.
regions.
So say
Region
so on line one, it is going to create ECR repository named Nest in US East one. So line two, that is going to tag your Docker image you just built to your repository name. So you want to update your ECR thing on line two to your, close that ECR registry thing so you can see it better. No, you can stay on that page. Yeah, but close that Amazon. You see, no, not that. So go back to where your repository is. So press the arrow where you were. Press the forward arrow again.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying click on the X next to the side thing so you can close that side menu. You'll be able to see it better. There you go. So you want to copy, select any repository is fine. But you just want to copy everything up to the .com, but without the Jupyter.
Jupyter. Okay. I'll put it.
Hello, DJ Black. How are you?
Okay. So and over here too as well. Over here.
Okay. So you've updated everything to your repository, right? Okay. And your CLI is all, your user's access key is configured.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Cool. So now you understand to run the script, you will run it the same way you will run your build image script.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
security.
it's discussed the first time you're running it, right?
Yeah.
So do you want to run
once
script? Run. Yeah, I always help. Default is the do not run. No, click R, run.
right.
Yeah, capital R.
Okay.
There you go. It has created your ECR repository. Right, that's the first one. So just press enter. Press enter again. Not sure. I'll scroll up. Let me see.
Okay.
Okay.
It says something bad. Access denied.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Is your AWS thing configured? Is your access key and secret access key configured?
Yeah.
So do I think it's AWS IAM get user IAM get user space and get user dash get user. So scroll up there. Scroll up in this terminal. Let's see. No, scroll up in the commands. Yeah.
App.
So right here, it is trying to log in, right? It couldn't log in.
I attempt to log in. Yes. But yeah, I think I was doing something also the other day. I was getting this message. So
So it means your access key is probably not configured. So go to your .aws directory.
.aw. How do dot
So scroll down. So go to the home directory on your computer. So you can use your File Explorer. You don't have to do it in here. Just go
okay.
in your File Explorer. Kenneth, so what that probably means is it's saying no configuration files. In order for you to run Terraform apply, you have to make sure you are in the same directory where all your Terraform files are in. So most likely you are probably opening your terminal to a different directory that your Terraform projects are not in. So the way I always recommend it is when you open your Terraform projects in Visual Studio Code, right click on one of your Terraform files and select open in integrated terminal. That will open your terminal to the right directory. Then you can run Terraform apply. So I think that's the issue. You are not opening your terminal into the same directory your Terraform project is in. DJ Black, I'm doing well. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the recommendation.
So
Okay.
okay.
So open it in, you can just open it in your File Explorer. But if you want to open this in Visual Studio Code, just press code space dot.
Yeah.
Code space dot. Right. So select your config. Okay. So you see that's the issue. Your default region is set to US East 1.
One. Okay.
I mean US East 2, right? And yeah, so that would if you have the access key and secret access key, just reconfigure it.
Okay.
So select your credentials. Select your credentials.
Yeah.
Then you have all these ones, right? So your default one is the main one, because when we run the CLI command without specifying a profile, that will be using default on line 7 and 9. So I'll say clear all this. So stop sharing your screen, create a new access key, and run your AWS configure real quick to configure it. Then let me know once you've configured it.
Okay.
Yeah, so in those two files, your config and credentials, just delete you can either delete the file or delete what is in it. Save it, close it, then run AWS configure, specify your access key and secret access key.
I'll just delete everything.
Okay. Yeah, so once you're done, let me know. Jacob, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Yeah, once I'm done with him, then I'll just check with you next. I hope you have time.
Yeah. No, I'll be waiting.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
No problem. DJ Black, where are you located?
Were you talking to me, Aziz?
Oh no, I was talking to someone in YouTube comments. I'm just always curious where you guys are located because it's 11 p.m. on my end. Oh, Germany. Wow. What time is it over there? I think you guys are 6 hours ahead, if I'm sure. Five a.m. Wow.
Yes, come, yeah, almost there.
You're fine. Take your time. So you're always staying up at night just like me. I'm always up to 5 a.m. too. Most likely. Most time I always sleep at either 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. Sometimes 7 a.m. Do you just happen to be up or you always up to this time? Kenneth, let me know if you've tried what I said and if you have resolved the error. But it is because you are not running your Terraform command from the same directory as your project.
It's not, I think I need to create another user. All of them, they are bringing me to US East too.
The users are usually global, right?
Yes.
So just go to any user you want to use. You, go to the securities credentials tab. You can share your screen. I'll show you that part, but when you configure your access key, you just do it on your end. So share your screen. I'll show you. Yeah, so that means it worked. So you see, the issue you had previously is that you were running your command from a different directory. So now that you are, sorry, QV, I'm talking. So go to the security credentials tab.
Oh, you are talking to me?
I'm talking to you, QV, yeah.
Okay.
Go to your security credentials tab. Is this the user you want to use?
Yes.
So go to your security credentials tab. Scroll down. No, you're scrolling too far. Right there, access keys. Right. So actions and
Okay.
deactivate this one, delete it, and delete it. Then recreate another one. Delete it, then
To confirm the
copy the access key up there and paste it in there.
Okay. Okay.
All right, then scroll up, refresh your page, is gone, so it should be gone. We still have one active, delete it. Actions, delete.
Oh,
Don't
delete.
deactivate, delete. Yeah.
Right.
Click deactivate. Yeah, copy it, then click deactivate, then paste it in there and delete. There you go. So now you can create a new one.
Okay.
So scroll up, AWS CLI, and just follow everything through.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, stop sharing your screen. I understand, confirm I understand, then create it. Yeah, so Kate, so now this means that your project ran successfully. So what this means is it is saying your infrastructure matches the configuration. Terraform has completed this thing is in the way, so I can't say what is it saying? Sorry, the emoji is in the way. I can't really read what is over there. Your your infrastructure. I can't read the whole thing. So that means that whatever code you have in your Terraform code right now, you've applied it before and the current configuration of your Terraform code matches what is in your AWS account. So you understand? So you guys understand that when you run Terraform, Terraform has a state file. So what Terraform does is it would look at your state file. The state file is what Terraform used to keep track of the resources it is creating in your AWS account. So in this case, when you run Terraform apply, Terraform is looking at your state file and it is comparing it to what is in your AWS account. And when it did the comparison, it is telling you that whatever code you have in your Terraform code right now matches what is already in your AWS account. So that means that it doesn't need to make any change because you didn't make any change in your code. So if you want to test it, run Terraform destroy to delete what is in your AWS account, and you'll see that it would tell you, I'm going to delete these resources that were created in your AWS account. DJ Black, so you're just starting out. Are you learning now? Are you taking the Cloud Practitioner and Solutions Architect course, or is this something you are trying to do, or have you already started? So Kenneth, run this command. I'll text it to you in the chat. It's Terraform. Run that command. And if it is telling you that it is going to remove some resources, that means that the resources that was found in your AWS account, you already applied Terraform before to create those resources. Okay. So maybe you don't have anything in your Terraform code. What do you have in your Terraform code? Do you have any Terraform configuration? That's the only other thing I can think of. What are you trying to apply? Is it just one? Do you have one Terraform file with all your codes, or is it different Terraform files? Mobbing. So when I had a student this week that got a job. So, but I try not to use that as maybe it does motivate you guys. And if that does, let me know. But if you guys notice, I don't try to use that as a selling point for you guys to buy any of my course. But the only thing I stand by is I guarantee that the information I'm sharing with you works. That I stand by it 100%. And while you are working on it, I would always try to help you, just like I'm helping those that I'm mentoring, to help you resolve any issues that you have. So I think for you guys, when you are going through your journey, just be confident in yourself and your abilities. Because what if I told you that I had the students, it is 50-50. I've some students have joined my program and they've dropped out after some time, and I've had some students join that I've gotten a job. I just had someone just send me a text message just 2 days ago, and she got a job. And she came from a nursing background. She's been learning for over a year, going on 2, and she just got a job this week. So it's really what you put into it. It's really what you put into it, and you just have to be consistent and don't give up. I always say 2 things. Make sure you focus on your skills, continue to learn, continue to build your skills, and you will get an interview opportunity at the right time. Continue to apply, you will get it. But while you are waiting, the most important thing is continue to build your skills.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So yes, I've spoken to some of my students that are doing interviews and are getting getting callbacks. And I had a student that got a job this week. Some are currently doing interview, and I've also had people join that drop out. So it's just based on you and what effort you put into it. But I definitely stand by. I'm telling you, if you do all my projects and you understand what you are doing and you take your time to really go through them, I guarantee you it would help you when you are going through any interview. That I'm very sure about. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's working now. So
oh, okay.
yeah,
Cool.
thanks for your advice.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So you can see anytime you try to, okay, you pushed it. So now you have your script. So when you are building your Docker image, because I got tired of typing those CLI commands to retag and push. I just turn it into a script.
Yeah, I think this is helpful. If we can keep this practice, that would be good.
Yeah. So now
Okay.
that you create your ECR repository, the command on line 1 will fail, but we can update the script. I would think I would work on it, and maybe I'll share with you guys in class. It would fail the next time you run it because your ECR repository is already there. So you can comment out line 1 now.
Okay. Yeah.
So that way, when you run the script in the future, you don't have to. But certainly, we can add an if statement to this script to check first whether we have the ECR, and if we have the ECR, it will just keep this command.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now in your ECS console, update your tax definition. Then we will use that tax definition to recreate your ECS service.
That's the definition.
Okay, DJ Black, that's good. So are you doing any hands-on projects, or are you just focusing on just the practical part? I haven't taken the DevOps course with Stefan Marek, so I'm not sure what is in it. Is it just, I'm sure he does demos too, but is it just demo here and there, or are you doing like full projects, or you just going through the class just right now? Kenneth, if you're still online, I can send you a Zoom link, and I can help you look at your Terraform thing once I'm done helping.
Okay. So
Let me know if you're still going to be online. Then I'll send you the link here.
okay. So here, do I need
Okay.
to delete this or just
Oh, no.
update it?
So go click on your tax definition again. Sorry, I got carried away. All right. Then select your tax definition. Right. So once you're in your tax definition selected, right, then you can click create new revision right next to it, the
Oh,
orange
create
one.
new revision. Okay,
Yeah.
new revision.
There you go. Then scroll down. Scroll slow, because we don't have to change much in it, but we just need to update your container information. So scroll down just a little bit. Keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling down. Right here.
Okay. Let me.
So you copy your image URI. Okay.
It is.
Your image URI is the first one.
Oh,
at the
yeah,
top.
yeah. Okay, you do it. Okay.
And that's all we need to change. Just scroll down and create.
Okay, successfully
Okay.
created.
So update your service.
Okay.
Select your cluster. And scroll down to your ECS service. And select it. Update. Pause new deployment.
Force new deployment. Okay.
Right.
Oh,
Then for your tax definition, just update your tax definition to the latest revision. So scroll up. Here is the first right there, the family, tax definition family. All right, scroll down. Yeah,
that's
update.
it, right?
Yeah. So what it would do is it would delete all the tags and containers that you were trying to spin up on the previous one. You can see that is the red one at the bottom if you look there, right? Then the one at the top is the new one it is going to try to create with your new tax definition. So if you refresh, you should just have to refresh over there. See?
Okay, now it's gone. Okay.
All right, scroll up.
Scroll up.
Click on the health and metrics over there. The first tab, the health and metrics.
Okay, that's a metric.
And refresh your page. Click refresh again. It's still spinning up. So the good thing is nothing is failing so far. So
Okay.
yeah. So it's still in progress. We just give it some time. Okay. DJ Black, do you feel ready? Do you pretty much have a good understanding on all the DevOps tools like Terraform, Docker, CI/CD, and those different DevOps tools, or do you feel like you need more practice?
Okay. Oh, finally.
Okay, it's running.
Okay. Oh, okay.
There you go.
So now, if I type the website here, I should be able to see it, right?
Do you have you set up your A
Oh,
record?
yeah. No, I don't think so. Route 53.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure I'm getting this understanding how the services are interconnected. I'll put it there. Create the template transcription. Yeah, sure. Whenever you're ready, I'll be more than willing to assist you. It does take time sometimes to understand them, but by time I don't mean it takes forever, but I'm just saying as long as if you are consistent, you will understand how the services work together. So I don't know how your last boot camp was, but yes, definitely I can show you everyone that the students that I'm mentoring that takes their time to go through the course, they pretty much understand all these things. And that's one of the things I'm very proud of them, because when I work with them and we are having troubleshooting sessions, a lot of them, they even help other students in the class. I even have some students that are recording their own YouTube videos. I even have some students that are teaching class too. So, but I guarantee what I'm showing you guys works. It's not even, I don't have any doubts at all. So whenever you're ready, I'll be more than willing to assist you with any areas where you have the knowledge gap. So it looks like it's taking time.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe try it in incognito and see. Sometimes if it's taking time like that, it might be your security group. It might just be your web browser. So we'll see.
I think let me check my security group. Let me check my security group. Security group should be somewhere here. Okay. Maybe let me, I think if I should be able to filter it in VPC search.
Yeah. So filter by your VPC.
Yeah.
You didn't filter it.
Yeah, okay.
Select your container security group. No, just well, that's
Oh,
fine. Just check it. It's good to check it. It'll be faster that way. And just like inbound rules. Scroll down. Yeah, and just drag that to the right. Okay. What about your outbound? Check your outbound.
oh,
Okay. All right, check your ALB.
ALB. Yeah, I will get it through the internet. I should set it up to my
So
IP, right?
scroll to the right. Let me see.
Let's go to the right.
Yeah. Okay. Then what about your scroll up? Yeah. What about your outbound rules?
Okay.
Okay.
Out traffic.
Oh, so you're getting 504 over there. So finally timeout is saying 504. Gateway timeout. Okay.
Okay, so it's probably the
go into your you have misconfiguration in your VPC somewhere. Did you migrate your data into your RDS?
yes, I did.
So the issue you're having, go to your no, go to EC2. Let's check your target groups because that's probably not healthy. Okay, so your target is unhealthy. So well, that is all right. All right, scroll to the right. So even though your thing came up, it still is. So it's timing out, right? You have a misconfiguration somewhere in your VPC.
In your VPC, okay.
So let's check
Yeah.
your route table. It might be under your route table. So go back to your VPC and select your VPC, and we'll just check it from like, or maybe you didn't spin back up your NAT gateway. I don't know. No, so in your VPC, select your VPCs.
Right. My
Yeah.
VPC.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Select your VPCs. You are still on the route tables. All right, select your prod VPC by checking the box. Then select resource map. All right. So scroll to the, yeah, so just bring it there. Scroll down a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. Then drag it to the right. Not there. Down.
I think, okay, I have to go. Let me do it. Okay.
No, it's fine. Yeah, just drag it to the right. I can see. All right, drag it and scroll up a little bit. Yeah. So you have a NAT gateway. Yeah. So you want to, if you hover over there, you have a NAT gateway that is routing traffic through the public. Subnet is the one, and and you have your private app subnet is the one, private data subnet is the one. Scroll down. Then what about also all your private and your route table? Yeah, that looks right. And what about the your public one, internet gateway? And yes, that is your route table is right. So let's go back to the ECS service, and sometimes it will tell you why it is failing. KK, I don't understand this video. So on my YouTube, I have, if you guys, and I need to make a video showing you guys where to find stuff on my YouTube. So when you see me go live like this, yes, what we are doing, there isn't any particular flow to the live. When my students are working on their projects and they have issues, I just go live and help them troubleshoot. So that way other students, when they look at it, because they are going through similar projects, they understand, they may be able to pick up one or two things from it that can also help them prevent from having the same issue. So that is how the live is set up. So yes, if you are joining, there isn't like a flow to the live. It's just, I'm just helping them. I'm helping him troubleshoot the issue he's having with his project.
Yeah.
Okay, so refresh the page.
Okay, let me go back so that you can follow, right?
Yeah, so cluster.
Cluster, yeah.
Select your nest.
Next, yeah.
Go down. Select your service.
And
Deployment.
deployment, yeah.
All right, scroll down. Select that one that just failed. Oh, yeah, click that one. Click on logs. So I think this is the one that is spinning up. Go back to tags and select another one that failed. So go back to like the next one. So scroll up, go back to, yeah. No, click that one. Let's see if that one has.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So go back to the deployments. That's where we will get it. So yeah, right there. And scroll down to your service. Yeah. Deployment.
Deployment.
Scroll down. So select that one.
This
Yeah.
one. Okay, tax file, ELB check,
So when
target.
you get stuff like this, are you sure your RDS and all that stuff is your username and your password for your RDS instances properly configured?
Yes, I think so.
And have you migrated your data into it?
Yes, I use EC endpoint VPC endpoint to migrate it, like the one that you demonstrate in the EKS
Yes,
video. Yeah.
but in your build script is your username for your RDS instance when we update the env file, is the username and password the same? Are you sure you are using the same? Because that's what so the issue is not the issue is that there's something wrong with your server configuration.
Okay.
Right. Can you show me your build script? Copy the
And the
the end.
endpoint.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And do Control F in your Visual Studio Code. And paste it there. Okay. What about your username? Oh, I don't think you saved it. Because you see your build script is still showing master username.
On this side.
Yeah. Remember, it should be
Yeah.
mice is
Okay.
So I thought you changed it when we were looking at it. Maybe you didn't save it.
Let me see. That's weird. Okay, this is the file.
Right.
Okay, yeah. I didn't change it over here. I think that's why.
No, you should change this one. Your build script should be changed to this value. Yeah.
Okay. Ah. So I need to build the image again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, let's okay. I'm going to delete the last one.
No, you don't have to delete it.
Oh,
Just run your script again.
okay. Let's push.
No, not push. Not push. Control
Oh,
C.
build. Okay. The
No. Yeah.
yeah,
So
it should be built, right?
yeah. Hassan, what are you referring to? I'm not sure what you are referring to. Where are you trying to create your account? I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, I thought you changed it. Maybe you didn't save your file.
Oh, yeah, I think because it probably because I didn't save it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's rebuilding it almost
Rebuilding.
every
Okay.
line again. Well, some of it is reusing, but it is rebuilding some of it like 17. It had to rebuild that 18, 19, and 20.
Okay. Okay. What's
Scroll up a little bit. Let me see something.
next?
No, in your yes, your okay, right there is fine. Okay. All right, that's fine. All right, then you can run your push image script.
Yes. Okay, yes.
Yeah, there must be some new changes on it because normally
It shouldn't take this
it
long.
shouldn't take that long when you are pushing it back. But if when you build your Docker image again, there seems like there was new layers on it. So those are the ones that's pushing now. You saw the other ones under it where it says layer already exists. So there you go. So now you can go to your ECS service, update your, well, let me think. So you push a new image. You don't have to update your container thing. You just need to redeploy your, because your tax definition your container image on your tax definition is using the latest image. So you just need to force a new deployment on your ECS service. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, your service.
Updates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Forcing your deployment.
Yeah, your tax definition will be the same. Yeah. Update.
Okay. So this is the same way most of the website that most company use. This is the same way they are hosted.
This
Like,
is exactly how
for
they are
example,
hosted. Yeah.
your website, it's hosted on AWS or something like this.
Yeah, this is exactly how they will, if you are hosting it using ECS, yes, this is
ECS.
exactly how you do it. Yeah. So
Okay.
there's no difference in it because the console is the console. So whatever you see here is the same thing you see at work, right? So
Okay.
yeah, it's the same exact way. So click refresh up there, refresh everything, your web browser.
Yeah.
All right. There's one thing I want to also check. You are using a Windows computer, so I don't think that matters. Okay, scroll down.
Uh,
Click on, scroll down to your service again.
it's scroll down to the
Oh, no,
service.
scroll back up. So select
Okay.
one of those tags. So where we are selecting the tags, just go there. No, under your deployments. Just under your deployments where we are
Under the
checking the tags. Right, select the first tags over there. Yeah. So it's still,
it's deactivated. Or maybe this is just the what time is it? No.
so refresh your page. And another thing is if it could be your
Elastic load balancing.
so tags fails target group. In there. So I'm sure you have a misconfiguration somewhere. Go back to the service. Go back to your cluster and select your cluster here. Scroll down. Select your service. Okay, I think it was still removing that one. Let's see, wait and see. That was the ones you had before. So let's see, wait for this one pending to change. Refresh. There you go.
Okay.
It might still be. Go down to deployments. Let's see. Check your target group. Yeah, so here, the first thing, let's just check the target group. So here, scroll down and don't right there on that load balancer, just click that target group, not that one, that one, yeah. Scroll down.
Check.
So this one is initializing, is draining. Scroll to the, yes, no, not scroll down and drag that to the right, see why it is draining. So move all this line, move them in so you can see what is next to it.
Oh,
So you see,
okay.
yeah,
Like here.
yeah, no, drag them in so you can see what your health code is saying. No, you have to drag them in. Yeah, drag them. So start from IP address, because essentially you're trying to see what is under anomaly. After anomaly, no, drag that in.
After and no.
I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think you'll be able to. Oh, okay. So select that gear wheel. Maybe you can remove that anomaly one, anomaly detection. So select the gear wheel over there.
This one?
Oh, the health status code is there. Sorry. Is that the S status? Drag
Yes.
that out.
The hairstyle is here.
After that one, the health, not that one, the next one
This
next to it.
this one?
That's just the status. So
Yeah.
select the gear wheel over there, up there. The settings wheel is right next to
Oh,
one.
the setting view. Okay.
Uncheck that anomaly one there. No, just leave that one. It's over there, the blue things. Uncheck the anomaly detection and click confirm. Okay. You have a timeout, so there is like something wrong
Okay.
in your VPC. So
Yeah, I'm just going to delete
what
the
about your load balancer?
okay, this is the target group.
Go to EC2. Yeah, there's just a misconfiguration somewhere in your VPC. That's why. You select network mapping. Scroll down.
Network
Or
mapping.
let me see your listener here. Before let's see. Scroll down. Forwarding to target group, redirect. Okay. All right. All right. Go to network mapping. Select the VPC first. Prod VPC. Okay. Go back to the load balancer again. Select the subnet. Scroll up. Let me see. Scroll up. Public subnet. Then I'll go back to load balancers again. Go back. Okay. Yeah, I know there's like a misconfiguration somewhere in your VPC. That's why. So, I mean, the only other thing I can do is if I give you my template to create your VPC. I'm sure. A second, I think I deleted it too.
Yeah, I'll
Hold on. So let's try this one. Jacob, please bear with me. I'm almost done with him. Let's try this in the canvas. I gave you guys that template that you can use. So that's when you guys are, I'm pretty much sure it's in your VPC. So in the canvas, download that CloudFormation template that I gave you.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, that one. You already have it.
Yeah, I downloaded the other day to see what's going on, but I haven't used it.
All right. So go to your console. How many NAT gateways do you have? Well, that doesn't. How many NAT gateways do you have running?
Yeah, one.
Do you have any elastic IP allocated?
Yes, I did.
I just want to make sure, like when we run it, nothing is going to interfere.
Let's get where.
Okay. All right. What about your elastic IPs? You passed it. Scroll up. Scroll up. Stop right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
one.
All right. What about how many VPCs do you have? Go to your VPCs. I think you have two.
I think I have two.
Drag that down. It's because you have that line down. That's why you can see it. Okay, that's one. Okay. So now run that CloudFormation template.
Okay, go to the cloud, right?
Hmm. You have
I
an ECS service here failing. Delete that one. Well, we'll delete it from the console. We'll worry about it later. Just launch that CloudFormation stack.
yeah, I have never done this.
So click create stack next to
okay,
that with new resource.
okay,
Use template. Template is ready. No, that's fine. Then scroll down.
it's straight.
Upload template file. Then
Okay,
browse to where you save your template. Click next.
nice. Okay,
Give it a name. Just call it dev something. Yeah, dev stack. All right, scroll down. Scroll down, just try and see. I mean, we don't really need that SSH location. So I think on my, okay, you already built your image, right? So over there, scroll down. Under, no, don't scroll too far. Just scroll right here. Scroll up a little bit. So under the database section. So make sure the database information here is the same name as yours. So copy it from your build script.
okay,
Just to be sure, just copy the same from your build script and paste it there. The application DB. Right. Your username and your password. So what about your RDS instance name? Is it the same name?
yes.
So yeah, just copy the first part of your RDS endpoint. I think it's the same one. Dev RDS DB, right? All right, yeah, it's the same. All right, so scroll down and create it. Oh, you can have a space, just dash. All right, scroll down. Next. Scroll down. Scroll down and just click next. Scroll down and submit. All right. So while that one is creating, it might take time to create your RDS instance. Let me help Jacob troubleshoot. Are you still
Okay,
going to be online? Then I have time if you guys have time.
okay, yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Jacob, sorry, you can share your screen and I'll help you
Oh,
troubleshoot.
let me stop sharing.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, Z. So basically, what I was trying to do was SSH into the private subnet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever done that yet.
You did it in the WordPress project.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see. So disregard this.
So I'll show you, and I think when we were working last week, I showed you, but I can show you I'm going to update I'm already updating the course now. I'm recording it, so I should release the update in the next coming week, but I can show you if you want to SSH into your private subnet, like an easier way to do it. So the other way we had it, right? That one is, because I'm not sure if you have all your SSH. So you have your Bastion host, right? Are you using, you're using a Mac computer, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Let me,
When you say update the course, were you saying to update it in the context using a Mac?
yes, not just Windows and Mac and certain process that we have in there. So there's like when you are trying to SSH into your EC2 instance, you can use SSH keys, which is what we are using in the current state of the project, or
Mhm.
we can use the EC2 instance connect endpoint that AWS just created last year. So that is much easier. It's a new feature AWS just added last year, which allows you to connect directly to any resources in your VPC without having to do the Bastion host and all that stuff. So I think you should use that because that will be easier for you moving forward. And that is what I'm updating the course to.
And that's directly in the console.
You'll be able to SSH from the console and you'll be able to SSH from your terminal. So I'll show you both.
Okay.
All right. So in order to use it, we have to create a security group for the service. It's very easy to set up. So first,
Okay.
we have to create a security group for that service. So go to security groups.
Okay.
And create security group. Call it EC2 EICE security group. So that stands for EC2 Instance Connect Endpoint.
You said AIC?
EICE security group. So EICE security group. SG. So you can remove the EC2 before it. So the EICE stands for EC2 Instance Connect Endpoint. Is the short acronym for it. So use the same for the description. Yeah, VPC. Yep. Select your VPC. Then for the inbound rules, we are not going to add any rule, but for the outbound rule, under outbound, select the drop down there. Under outbound rule, yeah, select SSH. Then under destination, that is going to be the CIDR block of your VPC. So remove the 0.0 and so you have to right click on the AWS logo up there to open your VPC in a new tab. So you see the AWS logo and the upper left-hand corner, right click on it and open a new tab. Yeah. It's fine, we'll do it again. So first go there. So first
Okay.
go to, in your VPC, go to your VPC service.
Okay.
I select your VPC.
Okay.
Your VPC selected so you can see like your dev VPC or whatever. Then copy the CIDR block of that VPC. So hover over it there. You probably see it somewhere down there too. Select it and copy it.
This one right here, right?
Mm-hmm. All right. So now go and create your security groups again. So you can create it from the same place you were just in your VPC.
In my
You were just in it where you copy the CIDR block. You can create it from there.
oh, because okay.
Yeah, it's easier to create it from there because you'll be able to filter. You can filter by your VPC. I always create my security group from there because now that you filter by your VPC, it is only going to show you just what is in that VPC. All right. Now click create security group. Call it EIC security group.
Okay.
Wait, before you do that, oh, you already did. Because do you remember the side block? I think it's 10.0.0.0/16. It's fine. So
Yeah. Oh yeah,
paste it there.
I
Yeah.
copied it.
All right, then select your VPC. Oh, it does show us there anyway. So it's 10.0. Remove that. Change your traffic to SSH.
Sure.
And it's 10.0.0.0.0/16. All right, scroll down and create. All right, so we've created the security group. This is the security group we would attach to the EC2 Instance Connect endpoint. Then the next thing we need to do, remember when we were discussing the security group stuff last week, that I was saying that how you allow one service to be able to access another service is you have to allow the security group for that service. Remember when
Okay.
we discussed that? So this, in order to be able to use this EC2 Instance Connect endpoint to SSH into our server, the security group for the server has to allow the security group. So we'll go into the web server security group and allow this security group. So go to your security groups again. Select your web server security group.
And that would be the outbound rule?
Inbound.
Or
Inbound.
edit the inbound.
Yeah. Add another rule for SSH. You can leave that one you already have, that's fine. Then add another one for SSH. And the source, also no, click in there. Remember, you go to your security group section and look for your EIC security group. Scroll down in there. You can scroll down in there to the security group section.
The web server security group?
No, EIC security group.
Oh, the EIC. Okay.
All right, and save rule.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so that's okay. So that's all we need to do. Then now you can in the VPC, click endpoint. Next, we'll just create the endpoint. Click endpoint on the left side.
Oh.
Create endpoint. EC2 Instance Connect endpoint.
EC2 instance.
Well, first give it a name. Yes, so up there under in name and tag, call it EC2 Instance Connect endpoint. Or you can call it EIC. EIC is, yeah, instead of typing the whole thing.
Oh, EIC.
EIC. Yeah, EIC. You have CI. You have ECI. Yeah. Okay.
Connection endpoint.
Mm-hmm. Your battery is about to die on your computer. I hope you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna hook it up right now. One second. Okay. Okay, and then dev VPC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we select this one.
Yeah. Then select any of your public subnet. I mean any of your private subnet. So I usually select the data easy one. Private data easy one.
Okay.
And yeah, that's all you need to do to create it. So click create. So once this is done, right? Once we've created, now you can use it to connect to your private servers. It's
Okay.
that simple. So when you are connecting, there are two ways you can connect. For convenience, now even me, I just connect using the console. I don't even, but if you want to connect using your terminal, you can connect that way. Do you have AWS, or what am I trying to, do you have AWS CLI installed on your computer, right?
I believe so, yes.
So open your terminal, let's see. So this is still creating. So while this is creating, you have item
Okay.
2, right? So do type AWS -- version, AWS space -- version, enter. Okay, you have it. And it looks like you have the latest version. Do you remember how you installed it? Did you use Homebrew or did you install it using like a different method? Do you remember?
I don't. I think I remember installing it on one of the projects, or if it was one of the courses that I'm taking, because I'm going through the practitioner certification course.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if they had us download it from there or if I got
Oh,
it from
okay.
one of your courses.
Yeah. So I didn't know whether you downloaded it using Homebrew or do you have Homebrew on your computer installed?
Yeah, I think I did download it from Homebrew, and yeah, I
Okay.
do have Homebrew.
Okay, let me see. Homebrew, let me see. Homebrew update. Because in order to be able to use the endpoint to SSH use from your terminal, your CLI version has to be a certain version. So that's why I just wanted to make sure AWS. Homebrew,
Okay.
Homebrew update. WSL. Also, I think it's just brew install AWS CLI. So type brew install AWS CLI. Let's see.
Brew space
Install
install.
AWS CLI, one word. It's still running. Let it run.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So now run your AWS CLI, AWS -- version again. I think the last one you were like 13, 2.13 or something. That's what I say. So yeah, you're up to date. So good. All right. So go back to the console and we'll check whether so you see this EC2 instance connect endpoint, drag that line, refresh. It's saying start of spending over there. Refresh, it should be done. Still pending. Usually take about 6-7 minutes to create it. So
Okay.
give me some time.
Aziz, I had a quick question on one of the touch points you had mentioned about when your students getting hired.
Mm-hmm.
I was curious because I'm not sure if that individual had IT experience.
No,
So I'm coming from more of a, oh, she didn't?
she was a nurse. She's never
Oh,
done
she was a,
anything. Yeah, she was a nurse prior. She never did anything IT related before.
okay.
It's funny because I remember the first time I was talking to her when she was starting.
Yeah,
And that was one of our concerns. Yeah, she's literally never had IT. Pretty much been a nurse pretty much all her professional um career before she switched. So yeah. Yeah, so you fine. I'm sorry. Go ahead. So you're saying you come from like a different background?
yeah. I'm in sales. I actually am in software sales, and wanted to
Oh,
get
okay.
more on the and I was wanted to get more on the IT side and the development side, but through my
Good.
research, I found that a lot of people were saying that in the cloud, you had to have like help desk or sysadmin experience prior to becoming a cloud engineer because apparently a cloud engineer isn't an entry level job. But then
Mm-hmm.
I hear some people saying that if as long as you take your certs, you get the hands-on experience with projects, that you should be fine.
Yes, not necessarily. You don't have to go through the sysops route. You don't have to be an admin, right? You don't have to work as an help desk. I didn't work at a help desk, and I know some of my students, pretty much all my students, none of them worked at an help desk before they got their job. So I didn't either,
Mm.
right? So that is probably that is also another alternative if you're already in those positions. But if you are not, in case of you and I, you can just do the practitioner courses, get the certifications, and the main important part is having the hands-on skills. When you have the hands-on skills, that is how you are going to get the job. Because once you do the project and you know what you are doing, let's say you go into an interview and they are questioning you about certain things and you are able to prove that you understand how they work, that is how you get a job.
I see.
So really, once you make it to the interview, at that point, nobody really cares about your certifications. I don't mean it like a rude way, but I'm saying like they won't ask you. The certification only looks good on your resume. And sometimes some companies have requirements for you to have it. Other than that, how they are going to hire you is when they start quizzing you about setting DevOps topics, setting tools based on what they need in that position, and you are able to answer it. That is what leads to an offer. So really, once you make it to an interview, it is pretty much up to you rely more on your experience and during the interview to get an opportunity. So doing a lot of projects and understanding what you did in those projects will
Person you're
help.
trying to reach is not available.
So yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So what you are doing now is fine. A lot of people get a cloud opportunity doing what you are doing now. So you don't have to go and get a help desk job before you become a cloud engineer. No.
Okay, I see. That adds some more clarity.
Yeah.
And then as far as like the certifications go, I mean, really, do you recommend getting both the cloud practitioner and the solution architects by default, or just kind of, as we see them on job applications?
Yes, I recommend getting them. But so get the reason why get the do the cloud practitioner course, take the certification right away. So that will help you build the momentum. Then do the solutions architect course. Once you finish the course, start hands-on project. While you are doing the hands-on project, whenever you get comfortable with the information, you can take your certification at any point during those time. So you don't have to take it right away after the course. You can take it while you are working on your hands-on project throughout that time. So, but yes, by default, you should try to get the cloud practitioner and the solutions architect certification. Not in my opinion, just for two reasons. One, it looks good on your resume. Two, you learn a lot by just completing those courses and trying to pass the exam. In studying for the exam, you learn a lot of concepts. You learn a lot about AWS services, how they work together. You learn sometimes how to think like a solutions architect and how to solve problem, which are all the skills you will need when you are working on a day-to-day. So yes, I always recommend taking those two. So if you want to take any of the advanced one, then that's up to you. Like the only advanced one I ever took was the security specialty. So I didn't take, at some point, I think I'm going to take the DevOps professional, but the only advanced one I took was the security specialty, and I just took cloud practitioner and solutions architect. I had a developer one too, but because in the beginning I was just trying to get all the certifications I can get. But then I found that you don't really need to have all the certifications. If that's your goal, personal goal, yes, fine, go for it. But what will really help you a lot is when you do projects on using the tools that are required, and you will learn a lot that way and you build your skills that way. So the projects are way more important than the certifications, but I'll still say get it. They all work hand. If you are starting for the first time, you don't know what you are doing. You don't know what is, let's say I say EC2, S3, RDS, or whatever. You don't know what that means. Then yes, you need to complete the certifications to help you learn those services and how to use them. Then the hands-on projects help you learn a lot more because you are configuring things that are not necessarily covered when you take the hands-on project. I mean, when you take the certification. For example, in the cloud practitioner solutions architect, the things like GitHub, cloning your repository, Terraform, generating SSH keys, and whatever the configuration may be, CI/CD, those things are not covered in those courses. So you would have to do hands-on projects to learn them.
I see.
Yeah.
When you say that, you mean like also recreating some of the courses that you have for like in Terraform or GitHub?
Yes. Well, rephrase your question again. Sorry.
So kind of just to make sure that I understand what you're saying, are you also kind of saying that some of these projects, because the only project is really done the ones that that you have on your courses,
Mm-hmm.
would it also be a good idea for kind of more real life, more realistic experience, as well as like creating some of these projects on GitHub and Terraform as well? Because I
Yes.
know at least the first two that I've done they're all created on the console.
Yes. So
Or,
on my website, I have, so how those that are in my program, how I start them off is I start them off by going through the courses, the cloud practitioner and solutions architect course. Then once you go through that course, I can show you. Let me share my screen real quick. This is pretty much the plan that I use to mentor my students. Wait, which one am I?
I stop screen sharing. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, which screen are you saying? I think I'm sharing the wrong screen. So let me stop
Let's see
sharing.
the console.
Oh, you see the console? Okay, let me stop sharing. This one. All right. So this is pretty much the plan that I use to mentor my students, right? Here, I'm saying, can you see this picture, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so right now, first I said complete the cloud practitioner and solutions architect course, right? So that will be here. So once you are done completing all the course, you move on to phase 2. This is where you are. So in phase 2, you are only completing the projects using the management console. The reason why you should do that is if you jump from phase 1, let's say you complete the cloud practitioner and the courses, and you jump straight to automation and you are trying to use Terraform, you'll be confused. So it's better to complete the projects using the management console, which is where you are. Then when you
Uh-huh.
finish completing the projects in the management console, then you recreate the same project using the automation tools like Terraform, Ansible, CI/CD, and so on. Right.
Okay.
So that is the phase that I use to learn. That's why I've showed a lot of people that have gotten a job. That's the phase they use. Don't try to jump to Terraform without knowing how to do it in the management console first. Literally, when I was learning it, once I configured the project in management console, it is the same exact thing you would do with Terraform. So it helps a lot to complete the project in the management console. So this phase 2, that is where you are now. Once you have finished all the projects,
Mhm.
and you can go to phase 3 and start using Terraform to deploy the same applications. So yeah,
I
you
see.
can
And then
go ahead.
okay. Go
Yeah,
back to
what was
my
your question?
where you were saying complete all the projects on the console first before recreating them in Terraform or GitHub.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. So it looks like it's available now.
All right. Share your screen.
Can you see it?
It's still sharing. It said no. I think it's stuck. Like stop sharing and share again.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Mm. You said you started sharing screen, but I don't see it. Okay. Okay, you stop sharing now. Try it again.
Okay.
What's going on? Yeah. Maybe we just have to give it time. You said you started sharing, but it's not coming up.
Let me try the other screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So I'll just drag it over.
Isaac, my stack is not working, so I'll
What is it saying?
um
Oh yeah. So well,
yeah,
you gotta go.
yeah, I'm at work, so
Okay. So tomorrow
yeah,
we can look at it again tomorrow.
yeah,
So
yeah,
what
it's
I
fine.
want you to do is
Mm-hmm.
delete your VPC, delete the
Yeah,
prod
okay,
one,
okay.
delete the prod one, clean up your console.
Mm-hmm.
Then tomorrow we will deploy the stack. It works.
Oh,
So it's probably
okay,
something to delete everything, and tomorrow we'll create the stack. So the
oh,
issue is somewhere in your VPC. Your image is fine.
okay,
We just have to, once we deploy that stack, then we should be able to spin it up. But the issue is somewhere in your VPC.
okay. Thank you so much, and you
You're
guys
welcome.
have good night. Okay,
You too. Bye.
yeah.
All right. All right. To use it to connect to your EC2 instance connect endpoint, right? To use the EC2 instance connect endpoint to connect to your
Mhm.
EC2 instance, go to your EC2 console. Mm. Now select any of the instance you are trying to connect to. So in your private subnet, right? So that is the ones you are trying to connect to. Select any of them by checking the box. No, so check the box next to them. It's a private instance. Then just click connect up there. You don't have to
Right
copy
here.
that. Yeah, click connect. Then select connect using EC2 instance connect endpoint. Scroll down and click connect. And there you go.
Oh wow. Yeah, it is way easier.
Yeah. So you don't have to. So this is just a feature AWS launched last year.
Uh-huh.
That was after I created the video. So now I'm updating the projects for you guys to use this. because it's much easier, and the process is much straightforward, and you don't have to keep managing SSH keys and things like that. So I like it, and this is what I use. Even at work, we use this. So so in the next
Okay.
couple of weeks, I would update the course. I'm already updating it, so I just finished the WordPress one, and I'll do the dynamic website one next. So this is how you SSH into it in the console, right? So
Mhm.
if you want to use your terminal, this is the command you will use. Just a second, let me find it for you.
Okay, that makes sense. Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that last part? If we want to use the terminal?
Yeah, so you see right now you are logged into your management console,
Correct.
and you are connecting this way. But let's say you don't want to log into your management console, you just want to run it from your item 2 terminal.
Uh-huh.
Right. You can do that too.
Okay.
So
I see.
yeah. So let me get the command for you. Feature instance.
And we can do it like this as well while we'll like when we're following the rest of the course. If you have
Exactly.
us as okay.
Exactly. So when you're following the rest of the course, where I have you say, if I say SSH into your private instance and do something,
Mhm.
you can do it like this and just continue that way. So you'll be able to follow along with the rest of the where's that command? This is the command. I'm going to send it to you in this Zoom meeting.
Okay.
So copy it and put it in and paste it in Visual Studio Code because we still have to update, right? So that is that. Then you just need to put your instance ID. But before you do that, do you already have your AWS CLI, like your users, like an IAM user's credentials configured on your computer? You probably don't. All right.
No,
So
I don't remember setting that up.
okay. So go in the management console. All right.
Okay.
Are you logged in as the root user or you logged in as an IAM user you created?
On this one that you're looking at,
Yeah, in
this
this account.
this
I think
this
you
is an
logged in at IAM, yeah.
yeah.
So go to the IAM service.
Um,
No, in the search box, just type IAM up there. Select IAM. So you only have one user. Good. So go to that user you have, Jacob. I
uh-huh.
think you name it Jacob. Go to that user. So select users
Select users.
on the left side. On the left side over there, you can see users up there. All right. Then select that user. Select the name. Select the security credentials tab. Scroll down. So you already have an access key for it. So you created it at some point, maybe in one of the courses you last used, but it was like 176 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Most
Yeah, it
likely
was.
you already have it configured. So open your terminal. Let's try to run it because it is almost like a secret. It's not something you're supposed to share. So most likely you have it configured. Let's test it. Oh, I know how we can test it. So open your terminal.
One second. Okay.
Type AWS S3 LS, AWS space S3 space LS. So you have it configured. So what is this is a CLI command. And at this point, if you don't know it, you would learn it as you continue to learn and you start doing things programmatically, you will learn, right? So the concept is, you know how, if you want to create something in AWS, you log into the management console, right? You put in your username and your password and you log in, then you can click on things to create stuff.
Okay.
Right? The same way, if just like you can log into the management console to create things, clicking the graphic user interface, right? The same way you can create things in AWS without logging into your console. You can create things from your terminal. This terminal you have open up, you can launch an EC2 instance from this terminal. You can create an S3 bucket from this terminal. Pretty much anything you can do in the console when you log in, you can also do it from your terminal.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And what we use to do that is AWS CLI. That's what AWS CLI does. So AWS has CLI, which are like different commands you can type that would do different things in your console. So this command we just typed AWS S3 LS. That is saying, show me all the S3 buckets that I have in my account. Right. That is why when you type that command, you can see it is showing you all the S3 buckets you have in your account. So that is letting me know you already have your CLI configured.
Okay.
At this stage, it sounds foreign to you, but as you start to learn more, you will understand it. But I just want to mention it so you know.
Okay.
So AWS has a documentation they use to do all these things. So any command you want to run to do anything, there's a documentation where you can get the commands from. Okay.
Okay.
So now if you run that CLI command, it should work. So the one I gave you, just paste that in here, but you have to update your you have to update. So you say where it says account instance ID, add a space and put your instance ID after it.
Okay. Which we were using web server 1. Okay.
And press enter. Be sure you copy the.
Let me see here.
So go to your console.
Are we creating anything right here?
No, so go to your EC2 console. At your web server, copy the ID.
Yeah, this is the one I copied.
Okay.
Let me see here. Oh, where'd it go? There it is.
So
Copy
press
that.
on.
And space, paste.
Press enter. Valid instance ID. Oh, maybe the only, oh, I see, right? Type AWS space IAM space, oh no, the command is not complete. AWS space IAM get user space get user space get user space
You said
get user, like GET hyphen user. So I'm suspecting whatever region you configured your press enter, whatever region you configured that to, right? That is not the same region, or you don't have a default region configured. So that is not your, you don't have a default region. So I don't think you have a default region configured. Let me just check it real quick on my computer. AWS IA get user. Okay. Right. So that is just it's just cause type cd.aws space cd space .aws
Dot AWS.
Enter ls enter, then type cat config space config, like cat and that config file. Yeah,
Configure or config.
config, just config, press enter. See, your region here is US West 1, right? But
Yeah.
where is your EC2 instance launch? US US.
US.
Okay, so that is the issue. So now since your EC2 instance is US is 1, so press the up arrow key to bring back the command you typed, right? Your CLI command, the one you ran to try to SSH into your EC2 instance. Press the up arrow key. Press it again until you see that command. Keep pressing it. There you go. So now we are just going to add another flag to it to be able to specify the region you want to use. So add a space after it, then type -- region space, then type the region, which is US East. What region is your EC2 instance? US East 1. Check just to make sure. Yeah, US East 1. Yeah. All right, now press enter. All right, the first time you try to SSH, it will ask you this, type yes. It will always ask you that question, type yes, press enter. And there you go.
Oh, okay.
So what you are seeing here is exactly what you are seeing in the console. So you understand?
So we basically just added the different region to the IM credential.
We didn't add it, so we just specified during the process of connecting to it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if you want to update your credentials, you would have to go and run. Do you want to update it, or do you want to leave it at the US West 2, or do you want to update it to US East 1?
I think it'd be better if I updated it to the US
East 1.
A.
Okay. So
Yeah.
all right. So type AWS configure.
Space config.
AWS space configure.
Okay.
Press enter. Then okay. The way we can do it is no. You know what's going on? We SSH into your EC2 instance from your terminal. So right now, your terminal is in your EC2 instance, not in your computer. You understand?
Do
you understand? Don't just say yes.
No, yeah, it makes sense because the terminal is based off the actual server, the EC2 instance.
Exactly. So we need to exit out of your terminal, out of your EC2 instance, so we can be back on your computer. So just press Control-C in there, right? Press Control-C. Or Command-C on your computer, right? So you see EC2 - user, that means you are in the EC2 instance. So in order to exit out of the EC2 instance to be back on your terminal, just type exit.
Enter.
So you can see that your name changed back to Jacob. You see my name? Yeah.
Now it's on my
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So just something to be aware of, right? So now we'll run the AWS configure in here.
Okay. Do I hit that arrow button?
Yeah, if you it won't show you because you ran it in the EC2.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was in the EC2. That's
Yeah.
right.
So press down arrow. No, don't remove that one. Yeah. So all right, let's type AWS configure. Press enter. Then press enter here because it's still the same access key. Then on the region type US East 1. Press enter, then press enter again. All right. So now try to SSH into your EC2 instance, but without specifying the region. So go back to press the up arrow key until you find the previous one you tried to run where you didn't have the region flag in it. Keep pressing up. That one.
Is this one? Yep.
Yeah. Now run it. There you go.
Okay.
So yeah, so use this method. This video will be on YouTube, so you can I think we are at the I can send you the link afterwards too. We are at the 100 and where are we? How long have I been online? It's like 2 hour 42 minutes mark. So when you watch it, just go write the timestamp down. It's like 2 hours 42 minutes. So
2
just
hours.
2 hours 42 minutes. So just skip to this part and you'll be able to watch that part where we did this connecting to the EC2 using in the private subnet in case if you forget how to do it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so that's it. Do you have any other questions before?
Yeah. So in from this point on, because I'm back into the actual server, correct?
Right now, yes, you are back in the server now. Yes.
Because when we ran, yeah, just so I want to make sure I'm digesting it correctly. When we ran
So
back into this command, we went
look,
back into the server.
yes, but look at, you see your command prompt. Your command prompt is the little white thing that where you type your command in, right?
Oh.
Whatever is next to it will tell you where you are in. Whatever is on to the left side of it. So you can see right now what it's telling you. It's telling you you are in your EC2 instance because you will see the username of your EC2 instance and the IP address of that instance. But if you exit out of it, right? If you exit out of it, it should be the name of your Mac. Do you understand?
Yeah. So basically what you're saying is once I shut down all this terminal and I open it back up, it's basically back into the Mac until I go back into the server.
Yes,
I
if you
SSH back to
yeah,
server.
if you abruptly kill this terminal, yes, it would close this session and you will be back in your Mac terminal when you open it back up. Or you don't have to close it, just type exit, right? Right now you are in your EC2 instance. If you type exit, it would exit out and go back to your Mac terminal.
I see. Okay. Interesting. So okay. So and when we're shutting down, like when we're doing our cleanup on these projects or we're shutting down these servers, the terminal automatically goes back to the Mac as well? Or does it stay in this EC2 or does it stay in the actual server when we have them running?
No. So some of these things, yeah, some of these things, sometimes you can just, if you have an idea on something, like you want to test a theory or questions you have, just try it out and see, right? So the thing about this is when you are using your terminal to SSH into your EC2 instance, it is just a session you are opening, connecting to your EC2 instance. If you terminate the EC2 instance in the console, this terminal would also be killed because that EC2 instance you are connected to does not exist anymore.
Oh, I see.
So this terminal is just a way, of you to connect to your EC2 instance, but it has nothing to do with the resource. You understand? You are only using it to connect to it to do certain type of admin work you need to do. But if the EC2 instance, you terminate the EC2 instance in the console, this terminal page is also going to be terminated. If
I see.
you SSH into the EC2 instance and close, you can close this session, close your terminal, and open it back up. You see, you are back in your
My Mac.
on your Mac. You would have to SSH back into it to be in the EC2 instance.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. So those questions you have, just play around with it. You at this point, don't be afraid to break anything. Break as many things as you can break. You'll be fine. Right? So if you
Okay.
have those questions, just try it out. You know, if I close this, what happens? But not if you close this terminal, nothing is going to happen to your EC2 instance in the console. The only thing that affects any other thing is if you delete that EC2 instance, because it doesn't exist anymore, then you can't SSH into it from your terminal. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. So the same way with how you connected to it in the management console. So I'm just showing you the two ways you can connect to it. So you can either log into your management console and use the connect button we use at the top, right? To connect to it like this. Or you can open the terminal on your computer and just run the CLI command to connect to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it,
All
Aziz.
right. You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Aziz,
Yes, sir.
thank you so much for all that you are doing for all of us. I really appreciate it. All this extra time that you are providing to solve problem, I really appreciate it. I know that you have taught us in class and you have had a lot of video how we can arrange our project in GitHub.
Yes, sir.
Is it possible to put the link in the Slack or?
Yeah, let me give you the link now. I'll send you the link. Yes. I actually just uploaded it the other day. I'll send the link right now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I really, really appreciate it. In fact, I was speaking with my son in Nigeria today, and I gave him this out and I asked him to check it. So if he is interested, I can pay for him in Nigeria. He's having power issues, and he's saying that the amount of money he's spending on gas to power his generating set. But I told him not to worry because I want him to attend this class. And but he's in Lagos now, and he has done his AWS solution architect and the other entry point. He has done the certifications, but I want him to have a hands-on with this class.
Yes.
So
Yes,
already given him the link.
Okay. Yes, tell him to reach out to me. I can also give you my WhatsApp number. So maybe if he wants to reach out to me that way.
Okay.
But I understand because there's someone that's helping me with my videos because I'm giving him work. He lives in Nigeria and he helps me edit my videos or do certain things. All the animation you see that I started doing on the course, it is someone in Nigeria that's doing it for me. He's very talented. But sometimes it takes time for him to get the work done because he has like issues. He was just telling me today, I haven't got the last one you gave me done because I haven't had power for a while. So I understand, sometimes we lived in Nigeria, we understand how those things go. So, yeah, so whenever he has time, he can just reach out to me and we'll see.
If you can send me the WhatsApp, that would be helpful.
Okay, I'll send you.
But I really appreciate what you are doing for us. In fact, a lot of people don't understand or appreciate what you are doing, but I'm happy that you are not deterred or so when some few students are writing some nasty things because they are frustrated because this thing doesn't look clear to them. They don't understand. But I'm happy that you don't allow their reactions to affect your focus on seeing that you brought up a whole community of engineers. You are on a long time, you are going to be rewarded.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I enjoy doing it. As you can see, it's almost 1 a.m.
Yes.
You know, and
All the things you are
I don't
doing
get,
is a lot of sacrifice on your part.
yeah.
Because you are still going to do your job tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
And here you are now at 1 a.m., spending about 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
many people can sacrifice that for anybody, no matter the amount of money. How much are you going to get for it?
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoy working with everyone, you know. As long as you are willing to learn, I'll also be willing to support you.
I just saw that you're online. That is why I just
Yeah.
quickly joined it, because every solution that you have provided to others, I learn from it.
Yes.
Even if I've not got to that stage, but at least I want to see how you are solving problems for others, so that when I get to my own part, I
Mm-hmm.
can at least do my own part, and then I will not be part of those people who will be worrying you or
That's
know
fine.
that I have problems.
That's fine. Yeah. Thank you, though. I definitely appreciate your feedback. Thank you. As long as you guys are willing to learn, I'll be here providing support. Kenneth, are you still online? If you're still online, that is pretty cool. But
Yes.
if not, Mr. Sunny, yeah.
Yeah. Quick question. I'm not gonna hold you back too much.
Okay.
I was doing that same dynamic web app uh on AWS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were doing that. Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, the assignments, not the assignment, and
Okay.
when it says we should edit the .env file,
Mm-hmm.
after I downloaded everything, the .env file doesn't have anything on my HTML folder. So is there something I was doing wrong?
Yeah,
And
there
I'm
must
used
have been an issue with your files being downloaded. I know that happens. That happened one time to me when my command was kind of like messed up. So are you doing it on the EC2 instance or are you doing it using Docker?
I'm doing it on the EC2 instance.
Okay. Did you SSH into your EC2 instance and go to the HTML directory and see if all your application codes are there?
They are not there.
So then there's most likely an issue with the download part of your command.
They are
So
not there. From the download, it got to transferring. No, the SQL data is in the HTML directory. Okay, I'd copied it from the S3 to the HTML directory. But that's the only thing in the HTML directory. You know how the other ones, with the zip file and everything, yes, you have to unzip it and everything. I think that's where that's
where you are. Are you logged in on your iPhone or your computer? If you show me your script, I can glance at it real quick.
I don't want to keep you. I can just run up and go.
It's okay. I'm usually up at this time anyway, so
Okay, let me grab my computer real quick.
yeah. Hi Victor. So I'm going to post it I'm going to post the link in here in the chat if you want to sign up. So to join, you just go on the AOS Node website. So I have two plans. So the ones where I talk to those that I'm mentoring, and the main purpose of me doing this session is I help them troubleshoot any issues they are facing. And I also want you guys to be exposed to that part because I feel like when everyone is learning, that is one skill we all underestimate. Everyone most likely wants to build a project, but they underestimate the part of solving problem. So cloud is really all about solving problem. It's more solving problem than actually building things. So that is why I'm always exposing this session, so everyone can see like different methods we use to solve different problems. So if you are interested in the course, so the one where I get to talk to my students and troubleshoot with them, that is either the 6 months or the 1 year plan. But then I also offer like monthly subscriptions too that you can sign up to. But if you do the monthly subscriptions are more for someone that knows what they are doing and they just want to do the projects and get it done. But if you are looking more for like a mentorship, where I can assist you when you get stuck, you have questions, you need someone to encourage you, I recommend subscribing to either the 6 months or the 1 year. So I'll post the link here and I'll let you choose which one you feel will be good for you. So this is the 6 months and I'll post the 1 year one. And if you guys look in the link of this video, of the YouTube video, you also see the links there to subscribe, the links there to join if you are interested. So,
Aziz, I'm logging in. If you can
oh,
help me.
okay, yeah. So it is, the price is $299 for 6 months and the 1 year is $399. I guarantee you is literally, I don't know, I'm telling you, it is, you won't even find any program that is the same price, but I'm also telling you, I stand by it 100%. The value is even one of the best you'll find out there because um, trust me, I want to make money. I care about making money too, but I also care about having a mutual relationship where you pay me for something and I make sure you get the value for what you pay for. So um, it is $299 for the 6 months and it is $399 for the 1 year. That is the price right now. Mr. Sonny, I already added you. I'm not sure why it's not joining.
I'm sorry, I mistakenly.
Okay, all right, yeah.
How much do you say the 1 year is?
It's $399. So the 1 year is only $100 more than the 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I could have opted for that.
Okay.
So when I finish these 6 months, I will change to that.
Okay. All right.
So you mind if I share? But I'll need to connect my NAT gateway and the rest of them before we start.
I can look at your script and
Okay,
just,
let me show you my
yeah.
scripts.
Mhm.
And oops. Just share now. Scripts here. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I'm sharing the right thing.
Yeah, I can see your Zoom thing now.
But you can't see my script, can you?
I can see your script now.
Okay.
All right, so scroll up, but this is your flyway script.
Yeah. So yeah, these ones. Well, I mean, you can just take a look at them.
All right, so you are installing. You are installing Apache.
Mm-hmm. So this Apache
But you also have PHP in it.
and the extensions, yes.
But Apache is no, those are PHP extensions.
So this line right here will install Apache, PHP, and the extensions.
Okay, yeah. So
with the PHP curl and everything.
okay, yeah. So you're doing that, and so you said if all your stuff ran, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you downloading your web files?
From the S3 bucket.
Right. Yeah, I'm saying, oh, right here.
1 second.
Okay. So first of all,
Mhm.
let's remove the command to download to migrate your data from this one. So do them in like two different steps. So first do your application installation, right? Then do your data migration. You understand? Really, you are supposed to
Um,
do your data migration before you install your application. Anyway,
I'm supposed to do the data migration before I do the
before you do the installation. So I'm saying command
12.
command 7, because that's the one where you are installing Flyway,
This
right?
yeah, this is where I'm installing the Flyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So 7 to 12. You don't need that in there. That is a different process. That is before you even start installing your site, you should migrate your data because your server is going to need it to be able to connect.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying it's a two-step process.
From
Command
7 to 12.
7 to 12, you don't need it in your installation commands.
Okay.
And it is not the same server that we are using to, don't use the same server you have your application configured on is not the same server you use to migrate your data.
Oh.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like
So,
it's like too much security related stuff going on in there.
oh, so it has to be two servers.
Yes. So the other server we strictly just use that server for data migration. I mean, you can use the same server you have your EC2 instance on, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
be able to do, I mean, you can use the same server your website is configured on, but no, because then you are installing Flyway on it, you are
It's
manipulating
gonna be too
files.
much.
Yeah, is not recommended. Just use a different server for that, right?
So I'll create one server. That one will be for the the web app configurations and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah,
the other one will be for the Flyway migration
yeah,
to migrate our data from the S3 to the RDS and through Flyway.
yeah. So we've done that installation for this project before. I'll send you the link, right? So you would have to recreate your command, right? But for now, remove command 7 to 12 from this and just remove that command. The command is in the Slack channel. You can re-download it for that one. So remove that one, right? So remove
So
migrate
just
to.
remove all these
No, no, no,
ones.
no. Those ones are fine.
These ones are fine.
Yeah. So this is downloading your, then remove that one to 7. You don't need 7 because that's just downloading your SQL script. Where are
To
you downloading your code? That's what I'm looking for.
where I'm downloading the code,
Yeah, your application code.
this next code right here.
Uh,
Can you see my cursor?
but that is a SQL script. That is one file. You see,
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's the mistake you made, right? Look at the command, right? You are downloading one file. Like on number
Yeah,
7. I'm talking about
yeah,
number 7.
yeah.
You are downloading. So go to that S3 bucket. Let me show you. Go to the S3 bucket. I think you copied the wrong reference for the wrong S3 bucket.
And shit. 1 second.
Yeah, you're fine.
Um, I knew I was doing something very, very wrong. And
Okay, okay, Betty. Are you on Slack? Can you message me on Slack and I'll send you um You're not on Slack? Okay.
Yeah, just S3 bucket. Okay.
Right. So you can see what is in the S3 bucket you are downloading.
Mhm.
Right. That is not your application code. That is just one SQL script.
Right. So, 1 second, let me show you this now. What is that thing again? Wait, let me do this. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So that's the code right there. That's what you're asking for.
No, this is the
No, that's
that is the app service provider file we need to update on our server. Right.
on our server.
Right. I think the code is in the Word document because I couldn't upload it in here. So I think the link is in there somewhere. It's the
So
next application. Is this the first time you are deploying it?
yeah, this is my first time,
Okay.
but
So you
there
say
was a
the
time I
application
asked.
code.
Yeah, there was a time I asked you about it, and then you said I could download it. This is the code you're saying. This is the code you're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I asked you about this code
Yeah,
because
I need to update that. Yeah, because the
this is what
Slack
it'll
thing.
say.
All right. Okay, cool. Yeah, I see what you mean now. Let me check. Let me check the link for you. Other people have been downloading it, so how are they getting it?
Yeah, because I remember I brought it up to you a while ago,
Go
and
back
then
to that that GitHub repository, and I know one time AWS Google because I have it in there, and some I think they let me get the link for you because I'm not sure why you can. Okay, Betty, I would I'll send you my number so you can. I'll let me just. But how were you able to join this? How were you able to join this Zoom meeting? I'm kind of curious. Because I didn't think I posted the link anywhere. I think I only posted it in the course. Oh, I sent it to you too. Oh, look at me. My mind is on autopilot. I didn't even realize I did that. Okay. Okay, I've sent it to you. Sorry, I didn't realize that I posted it and you do. Okay. Sorry, let me get that link for you. It is. You are welcome. AWS Node class asset. I think one time, Google was complaining that the zip file they flagged it,
Hmm.
but maybe that's why it's not showing because it's in there. I can see it. Copy link. So let me send this link to you. See if
Okay.
you can. Where do you want me to send it? On Slack?
Yeah, you can leave it on Slack on my this thing on Slack.
And your name is Sunny in Slack, right?
Yeah.
Right. See, check that link. See if you can access it. Because they flagged it, and I think that's probably why it's not showing on you guys' end. I need to figure out the best way where to put it so you guys can download it. Yep.
It's just sitting there.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to send the file to you, the zip to you. Just a second. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload it into an S3 bucket, make the bucket public, then I will update this link so that way you guys can download it. I don't know why Google is saying sometimes when you put a zip file in there, they always do that. They always flag it. Or I can also reach out to them and see how I can resolve that.
Right. Yeah, so that was my issue, and it almost made me go crazy today.
Oh, yeah, you went downloading
So
you were downloading the script, not the application code.
yeah, I was
Okay, this
putting the
is it.
application code, and that's where the issue was coming from. That's why I wasn't seeing the env file, I guess.
And this application code is kind of big, so that was why. But I also have it in the GitHub repository, which is what I've been giving people access to, right? So
Mm-hmm.
maybe I should just give you access to the GitHub repository. But for this
Okay.
one, I wanted you to upload it into your S3 bucket and deploy it first using S3. Then in the Docker one, we deployed it using GitHub. So that way
Yes.
you are exposed to both methods, right?
Right. Right.
Okay. So yeah, I've sent it to you. Just download it, upload it to your S3 bucket, then you can continue with the project. But I will update the link this week.
Okay. Okay. Just one last thing now that yeah. Oh, never mind, never mind. I'll just research that. Yeah, this answers my question. Thanks a lot.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're
Thank you so
welcome. Yeah.
much.
Oh, okay, Betty. I'm sorry. I think I wanted to post the 6 months program and I ended up posting like the Zoom link. But I wanted to send the Zoom link to Kenneth before because I thought it was online. Okay, Mr. Sonny, thank you.
Thank you, Aziz.
Yeah,
Good night.
have a good night.
Mhm.
All right. Bye. So Betty, do you have something to ask me or if you have any questions, I can answer it. Yeah, so sorry for the 6 months, this is the 6 months. I posted the wrong link. Six months is right here. So the first one, can I edit? Okay. So Betty, it's okay if you don't want to talk yet. You can.
I sent you a message on WhatsApp. I don't know if you saw it.
Okay, I don't have my phone next to me, but I'll check it later.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. Are you based in the US? I just want to make sure we have the same time zone.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm in Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, Mr. Emmanuel, is there any last thing before we go? Thank you
No,
for
no,
joining.
I'm okay. The other thing I want to know is that I don't know how many months is left on my 6 months.
Okay.
I want to change to the 1 year.
Okay. Yes, I can help you. I'll send you like a coupon thing where we can adjust the price. So that way
Okay.
you can just switch that 6 months to 1 year.
Okay, I would appreciate that.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank
So
you.
can I also have a coupon? Can I also join Slack? How
Yeah,
do you like the payments done?
so if you are interested in joining, this is, let me share my screen. Which one? So if you are interested in joining, if you come to my Slack, if you come to my website, and here you select courses, you are going to see the different plans that I have. So this is the 6 months and this is the 1 year. Pretty much the 6 months and the 1 year, they are the same thing. So if you want access to me and me troubleshooting stuff with you, you have to be either in the 6 months or the 1 year. The monthly one is not included. So the idea for the monthly one is sometimes some people, they know what they are doing. They just want to do some projects and be done. So that's what the monthly one is meant for. But if you feel like you're going to need assistance, just like I've been helping people today, you can either join the 6 months or the 1 year. So the 6 months, this is the price. The 1 year, this is the price. So they are already on discount now anyway. So that is usually before this was like 600, but now I've just put it at this price. So the only reason why I was talking about coupon with Mr. Emmanuel is because he bought this 6 months. So he's saying that he would rather switch to the 1 year. So that's why I was offering him the coupon. But the price of the 6 months is already on sale already. I wouldn't even like to call it on sale. I mean, that's just it. Considering all the stuff that I have to do to assist you on a 6 months period, which is sometimes doing Zoom call and all that stuff, I can't put it lower than that because I've already dropped it real too low anyway. But I'd rather do it this way so that everyone have access to it. So yeah, that's the price. So you'll find it on that courses and here.
And do you have a like set schedule where you deliver courses, or it's on recording?
So I don't teach live. So I wouldn't teach you live on Zoom where I'll show you how to do something, right? Because I found that that method doesn't really work. Because right before I move on my course to online, I used to teach live Zoom. And what always happens is, one, if I'm showing you something for the first time, and it takes time for you to understand the information and for you to understand it. So you need the ability to be able to rewind, look at the course, think about it, which is why I feel like putting the courses in a short form videos and a series of videos that you can watch and follow and rewind is much better than if I was teaching you everything on Zoom. But to make up for the Zoom part is while you are working on the project, if you get stuck on something, there's a concept you don't understand, or you are just having issues troubleshooting something, then that's when I'll have the Zoom session with you and we will talk about the issues you are having and we'll be able to resolve it that way. So that is the style that I offer. And I'm telling you, it's the best. It's really what you want if you want to give yourself a good chance to learn the information and have the skill sets you need to work as a cloud engineer. This is the method you should use. So if someone was teaching you, when I was used to teach Zoom class, sometimes when someone missed a class and I record it and I say, go and watch 3 hours worth of video, out of that 3 hours, you have to search through the course. Sometimes people ask questions. 99% of the people don't watch the video. And by the time you miss one class, you miss 2 classes, you are already behind and then they give up from there. So I would offer the Zoom class, the mentorship session, like kind of like what I'm doing here as needed. If you need it, then I would join Zoom with you and I will try to answer any questions you have. But yes, that's how I offer it, but not where I actively sit there and teach you the information. No.
Fine, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right. Kenneth, are you still here? I'm not sure if you're still here. I know it's mad late. It's like 1:30. But I'll try to be online again tomorrow evening. So in case if you are watching this playback, so I'll be online again. I'll definitely try to be online again tomorrow, so I can help you troubleshoot your Terraform issue. All right. Thank you guys, Mr. Emmanuel, Ms. Betty. Thank you.
Thank
What
you.
time are
And
you going online tomorrow?
tomorrow is Friday. Maybe I'll say usually 10 works for me, but I'll try to be online sooner, maybe 9 p.m. But it will be around 10 p.m. But if not, I will be online sooner. On my channel, if you turn on the notification bell when I go online, it will notify you. So
Yeah,
if
I
you
did
are
that.
okay, yeah. So I really don't have a set schedule for the coming on live, but I will try to come up with like a good set schedule. I don't want to commit to something that I'm not going to be able to keep up. So that's why I don't have a committed schedule now. But I'll say most likely at the latest 10 p.m., at the earliest 8 p.m. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you, Miss Betty. And I'll see you guys today. Well, it's already today, so I'll see you guys
Thank
again
you.
today. All right. No problem. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.